Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning. So I continue with the last video that we did on last Sunday. Okay, before we stop for the flood relief. Okay, all right. Backup control in database environment. Okay, the third reason why we need backup and recovery features. Okay, the third one is the checkpoint facility. Right, so as I mentioned earlier, so every now and then, every minutes, every second, there will be transaction. It depends on business. For banking, almost every minutes or every second there will be transaction. Same with a shopping mall. Okay, if you go to any hypermarket, okay, observe for yourself the counters, the people who walk in. The more people, the more transaction will take place. Okay, so during the operation hours, you can expect customers walk in, fill in their trolley, and then move to the cashier place to make payment. Okay, so that's one thing. Because during the operation hours, maybe if you're talking about lotus, it start at 7 until 11. Okay, so from 7 until 11, if you're talking about the cashier, okay, it will start to record transaction. Okay, after that, I think staff will come earlier. Okay, staff will leave later. Right, so meaning that staff who come earlier will have to check goods. Okay, check all the rack. Okay, and make sure all goods are filled in. Okay, goods that are sold to customer at higher quantity, they will replace with new items. Okay, so if you observe carefully, hypermarket normally they don't let the shelf to be empty. Okay, so that's normal. Okay, so meaning that staff will come early to fill in the shelves, fill in the racks, okay, with the new products. Okay, and when the operation closed, okay, staff will stay back to fill in the items for tomorrow morning operation. Okay, if stocks are not available, they will start chasing the suppliers. And at the back end, meaning that if you go to the back area, you will observe suppliers will unload their items. Okay, unload. They have trailer and lorries to unload items at the hypermarket, and then there are staff who check on the items before they move into the shelves. Okay, so we can expect the process is ongoing. Okay, during operation hours, normal staff would check the shelf there are also helper. They have also the cashiers. They have also the managers. Okay. After office hour, okay, staff who in charge of purchasing and inventory will be working hard to make sure that all shelves are filled in, okay, and then all empty or inventory that is reaching the reorder point needs to be fulfilled before the next morning operation hour. Okay, so in terms of the activities, I think they are working around the clock. Okay, they're working around the clock to make sure that the operation is ongoing. Right now, when we talk about the checkpoint, right? Okay, so every hour they will have to back up data. Okay, in case anything happen, the system can call back to the last point, to the nearest minute. Let's say it's around 2 o'clock or 2:30 now. Okay, the last backup we did was at 2:25, and suddenly no electricity. Okay, when no electricity, for hypermarket, normally they have their own generator genset. Okay, maybe the genset can supply electricity for 1 hour, right? Okay, we assume that let's say now 2:30 with the existing genset ability, we expect can back up, can have electricity until 3:30. What will happen after 3:30 is that if there is no normal supply for current, for electricity, the system will cut. Okay, will cut the electricity supply automatically. Now, in that case, let's say 1 hour after that, 3:30, suddenly the system experience blackout. Now, the backup data that we have is only until 3:30, right? So at that particular moment, the what we can recover is only at 3:30. Normally before 3:30, if the management believe that the situation of no electricity will prolong, they will announce that okay, they will stop the operation, okay, due to no electricity. Okay, and customer they will close they will shut the automatic shutter, and then they will request the last customer to finish their payment and leave. Okay, so that's how the management handle this situation, right? Okay, so if we let customer to walk in without electricity and collect payment without any support system, it creates a lot of problems to that. So the management will have to decide to shut the business earlier, so that they don't have to face with trouble in case there is no or prolonged no electricity in the area. And finally, the recovery module. Okay, recovery module uses lots. Okay, the records of people get into the system. Okay, what they are doing. Okay, and backup files. They use backup files to restart the system after a failure. Let's say at 3:30, total blackout. Okay, so let's say after 1 hour, there is a regain in electricity and business can restart back. Okay, so once the business get the electricity, first thing they will have to do is to start up the system. Okay, so the last point that we will access is at 3:30. Okay, that's the point where the last lesson is backup. Right, so that's all for backup control.